Joel Hilsman and Barry Browner with you. Blanche Ely quickly out of the gate. Blanche Ely in Miller Grove. Sorry for the late start. Joel Hilsman and Barry Browner. Miller Grove and Blanche Ely. Blanche Ely, they are out of Florida, and they are all in green. Green tops, green bottoms. They've got those orange numbers. And it is Brandon Francois, number 1, number 3, Anthony Byrd, number 11, Michael Forrest, number 15, Joshua Scott, and number 24, Kenny Ishnard. For Miller Grove, they are out of Decatur, Georgia. There's a light pass. Michael Forrest scoring for the field goal. It is Maurice Harvey, number 1, number 22, Kevin Page, number 14, Jermon Clark, number 4, Lorenzo Anderson, and number 2, Timothy Stargell Jr. going down the baseline. There's a drive up with power, Lorenzo Anderson. It'll be interesting, Barry, to see if he comes out with a little bit more aggression versus the other night when he started slow.
Oh, no doubt about it. Like I said, I know that Lorenzo Anderson wants to get going early, and like I said, that's a good way to get going by going to the bucket strong like that.
3-ball, air ball is back up, put up by Clark, no good. Rebound, and now they're going to bring it down. Anthony Byrd from behind. He lost it. The ball is sitting right there. It's going to be picked up by Brandon Francois.
Another guy to watch is also Maurice Harvey. Maurice Harvey had 19 the other night in a win for this Miller Grove squad.
Melvin Randall, the head coach of Blanche Ely. A 3-ball, Michael Forrest. Michael Forrest now beginning to warm to the task and do it very early. 7-2 now. Steal, Francois. Brandon Francois gets it up ahead all the way to Joshua Scott. He's unable to get it, but he saved it back to Harvey. That's on the floor, picked up. They fight for it. Francois fights and gets it, and a foul call. Foul called on Jermon Clark, his first.
This Blanche Ely team came out smoking. Michael Forrest cooking.
Must agree. And listen, they've defeated the heavy volume scorer in Landers Nolly and Langston Hughes the other day. That's how they got here with that victory. Miller Grove, the home team, they're all in the white tops, white bottoms, purple numbers with a little black trim. Put back Scott, good, Joshua Scott.
Just like that, Miller Grove's got to take an early timeout.
Quick timeout, 5:45 to go. This Blanche Ely squad, though, listen, they played down in the Cruel Classic. They made a run there in Florida. Come on, Barry, now we just getting started, brother. The Tigers, under head coach Melvin Randall, 25-7 last season, and they were a semifinalist. They play in 8A Florida, and they are now 9-4 on the season.
Hey, I'm impressed with this Blanche Ely squad. Anthony Byrd Jr., Michael Forrest. I mean, even Joshua Scott on the hustle. This team's a tough team. Like I said, if Miller Grove don't come to play, it's going to be a long night.
Miller Grove, though, has put together a pretty solid run here at the Tournament of Champions, and I think that's what the Tournament of Champions can do. It can really, put you in a good place. It propelled McEachern last season. It's done a lot of good things. Spins it to the right side. Here's Terrence Edwards now off the bench. Remember the influence that he had off of the bench. Clark spins inside. No, he lost it. Anderson in the corner. Edwards pump fakes. Now he's going to float it on the short corner. No good. Rebound. He chases it down, and there's Jermon Clark. Clark now has it, holding it, going to go baseline. Good defense stop there by Scott. Holding it. Now Page going to go down the lane. Up. Offensive foul.
Call a charge on Page.
And Scott a little shaken up.
Yeah, Page is a load.
Yeah. That's nothing to sniff at now. Byrd into the contest now with Francois, Forrest, Ishnard, and then they bring in, is that Rayner, I believe? Yeah, Lance Rayner into the contest. A 3 by Byrd is short, skipped off the side of the rim, no good. Rebound is going to come down, and here's Lorenzo Anderson. Anderson going to push it into the forecourt with the right-hand dribble. Now Anderson stops and peels it back with the left hand. Goes around and now peels back between the legs, a lot of dribbling. Here's Clark. Clark, one way and the other. 2 long strides. The left-handed shot is up, and he was fouled on the play. Brunswick with a victory over Lake Mineola down at Tift County at the McDonald's Invitation. Brunswick keeps it rolling, 57-54.
Keep it rolling. I can guarantee you Marcus Scott was out there balling too.
18 points.
That's Marcus Scott. This is the thing I want to see from Miller Grove, though, Joe. They've got a little of a size advantage. I would like for them to take advantage of that size. They got some good guards to play hard. You got Maurice Harvey. Terrence Edwards has been big for these guys off the bench, too. TJ Stargell. Like I said, I don't know if they can play at the pressure that Blanche Ely is going to come with. Lane violation.
Yep, lane violation called on Miller Grove, so they do not capitalize there. It's 9-2. The Tigers of Blanche Ely leading the Wolverines of Miller Grove. Francois long pass to Michael Forrest. Forrest holds it and now spins it right there in the middle. There's a jumper by Rayner, badly missed. Oh man, check the glass. It doesn't have a crack. Here comes Terrence Edwards into the forecourt. Now he goes between the legs. Gets the screen. Now he's going to drive. Kick it back, and there's Lorenzo Anderson. Foul line, jumper, fading away. It fell out. Offensive rebound by Clark. Get back to Anderson. Open, a three ball. Hill of the rim. No, he got his own rebound, though. Up.
Way to stay with it.
Tried to get the foul. Couldn't do it. Another offensive rebound. That's Page, and now a hold call.
Hey, that's way to stay with it by Lorenzo Anderson. Good rebound, big Kevin Page. Maurice Harvey will take the ball out from Miller Grove. Looks like they're going to try to run a box set right here off the inbound.
Beautiful move. Blew it. Scott seems to be fine. He's back into the contest. There's a steal. Edwards goes up. No. A lot of contact. Refs kind of letting it go there, but they can't finish the little bunnies at the front of the rim. There's a drive. Dump off. Scott, layup good. Beautiful find by Brandon Francois. He was seeking, and he found Joshua Scott for the deuce.
He just fine on that play. I like this. You know what? This Blanche Ely squad, I keep saying it, though. Florida-Georgia matchup, looking good for Florida right now.
Stargell gives it to Anderson. Anderson bounces it over, and now here's Terrence Edwards. Edwards holds, he goes crossway. That's going to count as a shot because it hit the rim, but he was trying to hit Page. Now running in transition, Anthony Bird. Bird, stop. There's a mid-post jumper. No good. Rebound. They tip, fight for it. Francois recovers it on that backside, and he gets it down to Forrest, who's coming down the lane, floated up. Bouncing. Could not get the roll. Out of bounds off of Page. It will stay with Blanche Ely. Oh, wow. They're going to give it to Miller Grove?
I don't know, Mr. Referee.
Not sure about that one, Bear.
Yeah, I think that was all Page.
Yeah, it looked like it.
Page knew that was all Page.
Exactly. And I mean, I know we're up in the sky and on the opposite end, but that's what kind of made it obvious. Sideline out of bounds. Maurice Harvey will be inbounding it. Harvey looking, and now gets it in. Oh, on a back cut. Harvey got fouled from behind. He'll go to the free throw line.
It's good take to the basket by Maurice Harvey. He's got a chance to get himself on the board right here for Miller Grove.
Harvey going to the free throw line now. It's Miller Grove team, though, man. And as you know, and those of you viewers in Florida and wherever you are, try to keep you informed of everything. Harvey's free throw is good. Miller Grove has not gone back-to-back seasons without winning a Georgia State championship since the school opened. Outside of the first 2 years that the school was open, they have 7.
I'm pretty impressive, though. 1 of 2. But Kevin Page gets that rebound to keep that ball alive from Miller Grove. TJ Stargell with the jumper, no good.
Rebound comes down to Forrest. Forrest bounces it up ahead. Now he's going to spin it to Bird. Bird on this left side. They give it back to Forrest. Forrest almost got to the foul line. Lost it. They're on the floor fighting. Body. Scott down there with Edwards. It's a jump ball. Possession arrow in favor of Miller Grove. So it'll be Miller Grove basketball. Ishnord is on the floor. McCutcheon now. Calvin McCutcheon is into the game for Blanche Ely. Stargell holding it as he comes across the timeline. Sends it over to the left side, and here comes Anderson. Anderson skips him a loop through the hole, flipped it up, no. Tip, almost went in. Edwards down there fighting. Ishnord almost tipped that in. I like the heart, hustle, and muscle from Terrence Edwards, who's coming off the bench. We discussed this yesterday in their game today, Barry, in their game yesterday, how Coach Chester could be doing that to get energy off the bench.
Look, if we're talking about guys that are 6 Men of the Year award. If it's not Davion Smith, it's Terrence Edwards.
I agree. And you can be a 6 man and still get you a college scholarship. Free throw, back iron, no good. Edwards, rebound comes down to Ishnord. Ishnord gives it to Michael Forrest. Forrest skips it up, and that's a bad pass and a turnover.
And that's a turnover. And they can't have those type of turnovers.
Michael Forrest on the year averaging about 22 points per game, 4 rebounds, 2.3 assists, and 3 steals. And he was the Cruel Classic Under Armour Bracket MVP, in which Blanche Ely won that contest. They defeated Langston Hughes, and they have Miami Christian coming up on their schedule in mid-January.
Yeah, that should be a good game. Man, Joe, you want to go to Miami?
Let's go. You know the Miami Christian people, they like this, man. They enjoyed our stuff when we enjoyed having them. Stargell driving and scoring. That's on Martin Luther King weekend, too. I think we got some ball up here too.
Yeah,
I mean,
do.
We need a jet. We need a jet now. That's different. Or if we can just get them to schedule the games at different times.
Yeah, different time. We fly down there and fly back.
We'll do it though, won't we?
We will.
I have no problem with it.
That's good. Again, Miller Grove. So Miller Grove starting to turn it up a little bit on the defensive end. Blanche Ely's got to get control and take their time.
You like Coach Michael Randall's jacket, hoodie?
I like that.
I don't know. Can we get Daniel on it? Our baseline camera guy while we at the free throw line. The Blanche Ely Tigers. Their head coach Michael Randall. You know, we try to keep it diverse here. Free throw rolled in for Anderson. We'll get one more. Substitution. Jaron Clark now will check back into the contest. Kevin Page will take a seat. Look at that. Coach Randall, Tiger hoodie.
I guess he going to say he got the eye of the Tiger.
That's right. And he in the Tiger spirit. Free throw is good. That kind of goes in that category with Coach Joffrey Pearson, the sneakerhead game.
Man.
Fussois gives it up now to McCutcheon, and the pass is almost stolen from the backside. Good hustle.
That's good hustle, Maurice Harvey again.
97 seconds to go. Now Miller Grove all of a sudden is down 3. So they've been able to chip away. They brought out the chipper and kind of chipped away at the little quick lead, 11-8. Francois takes it. There's McCutcheon. McCutcheon now will peel it back with the left hand. He hands it over to Bird. Bird now to McCutcheon. McCutcheon now will have it and boom dribble it with the right hand.
Looks like Miller Grove's going to a little 3-2.
Yeah, a little 3-2 trying to protect those wings. Stargell now comes up. McCutcheon now is cut off. And we goes over to Francois. 70 seconds first quarter. McCutcheon holds it.
Are they going to play for the last?
That's a shot. Hook shot in by Ishnord. Kenny Ishnord.
Nice finish by Ishnord. And you know what? Ishnord quietly gets things done.
Very much so.
For this Blanche Ely squad.
Leads the team in rebounding, coming in at 7 a game. Maurice Harvey kept the dribble alive. In the middle, there's Clark. Got to hit that 14-footer.
Hey, that's a good look, though. Way to keep the ball. Way to keep the ball pacing in. Way to get that ball to Clark for that 14-footer.
30 seconds on the floor. Kick for Lorenzo. And now is he going? Oh, that's a timeout.
I thought he almost called a tech.
Yeah, I thought he had hit him with a tech as well. Blanche Ely takes a timeout. It's a 30-second timeout with 28 and 4/10 seconds to go. They lead 13-10 on Miller Grove here, the Tournament of Champions, on SUV TV. This timeout brought to you by Stat Row. Stat Row, View youth sports highlights whenever, wherever. Visit StatRow.com to see some of the best high school hoops highlights. StatRow. You know, our next game, not fast forwarding, but Emmett Williams is in that next game. I think StatRow server could get filled right off of him alone.
Emmett Williams, I'm still thinking about some of that from yesterday, though.
Unbelievable. Forrest spins it in the corner as Blanche Ely comes out of the timeout. Final 18 seconds, first quarter. Forrest at the top goes around the screen. Left wing, a three ball. In and out, no good. Rebound, Terrence Edwards of Miller Grove. They've got 10 seconds. Here they race it up into the floor. Here's Harvey. Harvey turns on the Jets and lost it out of bounds off his shoe. A turnover. Back over to Blanche Ely with 6 seconds. So now they have an opportunity still to score kind of not directly out of the timeout. Inbound it to McCutcheon. McCutcheon acting like he got all day. 3, 2. They're not going to get a shot off. 1, McCutcheon. No shot. Don't understand that. Wasted 6 seconds. They have a 13-10 lead on Miller Grove. You're watching the Tournament of Champions on SUV TV.
I just love being a leader.
Because I like to punish people.
I think the big thing is just taking the right shot.
Just to embarrass people.
I'm a beast.
Do my thing whenever I'm putting on someone's neck.
My dogs will be the best in 4 years.
Introducing Children's Healthcare of Atlanta's Sports Motion Analysis, powered by Dartfish, giving parents and young athletes frame-by-frame feedback on how to minimize injury and maximize performance. Upload your videos, visit our clinic, or let our specialists come to you. No matter the sport you play, Children's helps young athletes take their game to the next level.
Joel Hilsman and Barry Browner back here with you. 13-10 as we begin the second quarter with Blanche Ely, the 8A squad team out of Florida, taking on Miller Grove, a 5A squad out of the state of Georgia. First half thoughts, Barry?
Interesting.
First quarter thoughts, I should say.
First quarter, good first quarter by, I think, this Blanche Ely team. Like I said, I like Forrest. I like kind of some of the things they do on the other side. Terrence Edwards again coming in, and like I said, they're getting some good, decent play from Harvey.
And Blanche Ely unable to score on that opening possession, so now here comes Miller Grove. There's a jump by Stargell, no good. Rebound ripped out of the air. Ishnord, I like Ishnord, very good size for Ishnord. He gives it over to Anthony Bird. Bird with the right-hand dribble. Bird right to the foul line, floated it up a little short. Edwards got the rebound. He outlets it. Here comes Stargell. Stargell skips it up ahead quickly to Anderson, who feeds it to a trailing Clark, who walked out of the gym. A turnover.
Easier said than done, but catch that ball, spin, finish.
Got to put it down.
Again, that's Kenny Ishnard.
Ishnord going to the free throw line. Fouls now beginning to rack up. Blanche Ely already has Miller Grove in the bonus. They'll be shooting free throws the rest of the way. Ishnard first free throw is no good. Have to watch the fouls. That's a lot of fouls with
Early.
7 minutes to go in the quarter. 7:02. Page will come in.
He brings out Clark.
Yeah, Clark does come out. Ishnord, Joshua Scott, Anthony Bird, McCutcheon, and Michael Forrest, the 5 on the floor for Blanche Ely, who are all in green. Green tops, green bottoms, and the orange number. Second free throw by Ishnord, no good, so he left those points at the free throw line. They lead 13-10. Here's Terrence Edwards. Edwards now hands it to Anderson. Anderson picked up defensively by Forrest. Puts it on the floor. Boom dribble. Stop it. Not there. Spins it back out to the outside. Into the contest, Jalen Stuckey makes his first appearance. There's a drive. Anderson, no. Ishnort skying for the board. He gets it out, let it to Forrest. Forrest skips it up ahead to McCutcheon. Back to Forrest. Forrest head of steam. Back to McCutcheon. Pitch, catch, a three out of the corner. It is no good. Rebound. They tip for it. Page dropped it. They fight for it. Ishnort is down there underneath. I like the way he's hustling. Out of bounds. It will stay with Blanche Ely. And the Tigers, Timothy Stargell will check in. Stuckey will go right back out.
They're going to give it to Miller Grove.
They are. I see that change again. 6:27 to go, and now a foul called on Anthony Bird. They're going to walk down here and shoot free throws. Wow.
That's interesting. 8 fouls. What is that, 8 fouls with 6:27 left? They could be at 12 fouls.
Well, I mean, it's the 1-and-1 right now.
And if there's any way for Miller Grove to get back in this game.
Right here?
It's right here.
You're shooting free throws on every foul the rest of the quarter. Free throw, in and out, no good. Stargell misses the front end of the 1-and-1. Forrest spins it in the left corner. They'll dump it down to Scott, back out to Forrest. Top side, a three, front iron short. Here comes Maurice Harvey. Harvey scanning the floor. Now he heads to the middle with the right hand dribble. He now retreats and peels it back out. They're going to go right back to the cup. Harvey driving strong. A blocking foul call on Ishnort. Ishnort not in agreement of the call.
That's, again, that's Maurice Harvey attacking the basket. Got a chance to cut this game to 1 if he can hit these 2 free throws. The advantage they have is that they're shooting free throws for the rest of this quarter.
Yeah, rest of the quarter on every foul. This is when it's like this, man, you should get you a 20-point quarter. This much time?
Yep.
I would attack all day the rest of the day.
I wouldn't shoot no jump shot.
None. Especially at the rate that the whistle is blowing.
Right.
And the advantage you have because on the next foul, it is the 10th.
And it's 2 shots.
Harvey makes them both. 13-12 now. Blanche Ely with the lead. It almost feels like Miller Grove has the lead. Blanche Ely got off to such a sound start.
And then they just slowed down. They hadn't really been able to score baskets. Miller Grove's kind of in that 3-2 again.
Zachary Wright into the contest. Scott holds it, and there's Forrest on the left wing. He spins it back to the top. Now try to dump it in, and they tip the ball away. Clark saves it. Now here comes Miller Grove with an opportunity to take the lead. Tim Stargell hands it over to Edwards. They feed it to Page. Page worked on by Ishnort. Stargell had to go and get it. He's worked on by McCutcheon defensively. And so now the Blanche Ely bench now has their defensive chant going. There's a drive. It's not there. They poke it away. It's a steal. McCutcheon and a foul from behind on Stargell. That'll be Miller Grove's 4th team foul. 5:25 to go.
Harvey comes in for Stargell.
Harvey got a little bounce in his step right now. Also into the contest, Zaire Green for the first time for Miller Grove. 25 in white and purple. In the corner, Forrest, a three, good, and the foul. That's McCutcheon. McCutcheon, Calvin McCutcheon with a 3-ball banged home in the corner, opportunity for a 4-point play, fouling a 3-point shooter.
He shot 4 from Pompano.
Free throw, good. 17-12, 5-point lead coming up on 3 minutes gone. Edwards floating across, no good. He got the rebound after it was tipped. Harvey, left wing, a 3-ball, in and out, no. Ishnort skies and gets the board. Ishnort looking for the outlet, he does now to Michael Forrest. Forrest across the Wildcat logo with the right-hand dribble between the rings. Now he spins it over to McCutcheon. McCutcheon wanted to pull it. Now here comes the trap from Harvey. Out to Forrest. Forrest lost it. They're trapping everything at that top and on those sides. Back, and here's Forrest. Feeds it into the middle. Scott outside. McCutcheon, pump fake, drives to the elbow. A jumper is up off the window, off the rim, no good. And Edwards gets the rebound.
Here comes Stargell on the push. Miller Grove's got to get a bucket right here, though, Joe.
Yeah, they have to. Goes around the screen from Page, dumped it off to Edwards. Edwards left his feet too early. Shot is a poor decision, and Scott comes away with the rebound. Now gets it up, kickball, as Harvey knocks it out of bounds. we've noted it from time to time, from those of you joining us for the first time, wherever you are, Miller Grove struggles on offense. And you're seeing that now as we come up on 12 minutes to go, or 12 minutes played. There's a three out of the corner. Knock it down, Zachary Wright, a three ball. We've played 12 minutes. Miller Grove has 12 points. 4 minutes to go. Halfway home in the second quarter. Glad that you're with us. The Tournament of Champions on SUV TV. I'm Joel Hilton, joined by Barry Browner. There's a drive right there. Harvey to the foul line. It's good, Maurice. Harvey got to his spot and banged home the jumper.
Nice shot by Harvey. And Harvey's got, like you said, Joe, you mentioned it earlier, he's got a little bounce to his step. Interesting to see how this game progresses for Harvey. Playing well so far.
Not there. Bounces inside. Ball stolen. Stargell. No. Forrest is going to come away with it. So he stops. Shoots the foul line jumper. Hill of the rim. No good. He gets the rebound. Peel it back out with the right hand dribble. His belt high. And they'll set up the offensive set. Coach Randall standing and watching the offense. Coach Chester standing and watching the defense. A three ball rattled it right on down the milk crate. From the top, Michael Flores. He has 8.
And if Miller Grove keeps trying to play that zone, if they're not going to play it right, they need to get out of it.
Okay, 23-14. And that, if not, we'll shoot you out of it.
Right, and that's what they're doing.
Here's Harvey around the screen. Harvey going to drive below the foul line, put it up. Would have got the and one. He'll get 2 shots now. It's a 10-team foul, but it's a shooting foul. Blocking foul on McCutcheon. Blanche Ely, as I mentioned, 9-4. They lost to University School, Norland, and Northeast prior to coming up here. And they were 2-0 in out-of-state games prior to coming up here.
Joe, them ain't lost to sneeze at. I'm going to have to get me a jet, man, so I can go and check this game out. You rolling?
All day, man. Come on. You know, if there's a gym, I'm in it or want to be in it. 3 minutes, 23-15 now. Harvey split the free throw.
Oh.
Bang! At the top, Michael Forrest, another 3. He's warming to the task now. He has 3 threes. 26-15. It was a 1-point ball game. Miller Grove already in the bonus. The lead has expanded to 11. Harvey down the lane. A strong move and score.
Good move by Harvey. Now, Harvey seems like the only one that's really playing for this Miller Grove team right now.
Forrest, they get in him. Stop. Jumper. Forrest. No, he's going to the free throw line. Maurice Harvey turning around, does not like the call. He's hit with the foul. 16 foul now.
You're giving up way too many jump shots to be playing zone.
Pretty much. Forrest free throw is good. Forrest now with 12 in the contest. And he's knocked home 3 threes. He's kind of warming up. You kind of see where that 21 points can come from now.
Easily.
28-17, still 11 and a steal. Scott up, no, and Scott hit with an offensive foul, and the Blanche Ely coaching staff not in agreement of that.
That's a bang-bang call. That's
Coach Michael Randall, though, keeping that cool. I like his demeanor on the sideline. It's kind of cool. Had a great conversation with him before the contest. Michael Forrest, dog defense on him. And Blanche Ely don't like that, but I think that was a foul. He was kind of riding him a little bit, though.
And he can't do that when they shooting. They had foul number 11.
Yeah.
You can do
and
that.
you're plus 11?
Right. You're going to get him back in the game like that.
Unless now the coaches were upset about the defensive mechanism that he was using. Free throw mechanics, I should say, is good from Stargell. Mechanisms. What game is this? 6, 12. This game number 3 today, 9. Game number 14. Free throw, up and in. Just saying, it happens to you sometimes. 28-19. He's Barry Browner. I'm Joel Hilsman. A traveling violation. I agree with you, McCutcheon. You saw what McCutcheon did?
He kept his foot.
And then he looked down at his foot like
it never moved though.
It didn't. It did not move.
That was the anticipation call. Though.
Yes. Been a happy medium of whistles. There is Page. Page now picked up by Ishnard. Spins it over. There's a jumper by Anderson. No good. Rebound, and it comes down to Joshua Scott. Scott looking to outlet it, but he puts it on the floor momentarily. Now gives it over to Calvin McCutcheon. 95 seconds to go here in the first half. Scott lost it, a turnover. Miller Grove now going to come away with it with Stargell. Miller Grove has not taken advantage of being able to get to the free throw line with the bonus. They still only have 19 points. Gets a screen from Page. Stargell driving. Edwards has been quiet. Harvey, nice move, couldn't keep the handle on it. Now going to drive and stop and put it up. No good. Rebound is going to come down to Ishnard, who outlets it now. And here they come. Scott all the way across the lane, put it up and in. Joshua Scott. That was a strong move, too. He had to come from far down to get that thing up off the window.
Over Page's long arms, too.
Blanche Ely trying to advance to the championship contest tomorrow night in the final night of the Tournament of Champions on SUV TV. Foul call.
Like I said, the winner of this game will play Pebblebrook.
You know what? That'll be a good. That's a good
That's
matchup.
gonna be, yeah.
That's a good matchup. Oh. Pebblebrook coming on. You know, they're going to be a riser now. Be a riser.
Are they a top 5?
Yes. If they win tomorrow, and if they play Blanche Ely and they win, most definitely. Oh, I don't have that conversation with me right now, because if we do that, then we're gonna have to talk about it in Florida. And I know you ain't ready for that. Lorenzo Henderson makes them both. 31-20, under 40 seconds. Although I think Blanche Ely, I think they're 4th in Florida right now. I got to look at my notes. McCutcheon with the jumper, and you can kind of believe it. Listen, they were a semifinal team last year. Turning, jump hook, Page, good. Kevin Page. That's his first field goal, though.
But they got to give Page that rock, though. He's got a size advantage.
Him and Clark. Stargell hit with the foul as he went in on Josh Scott.
Just being aggressive, just trying to make a play.
It'll be the 1-and-1. The Blanche Ely bench, though, I tell you what, you cannot say they are not supporting. Free throw is good from Josh Scott. Michael Forrest getting a blow here. So he's going to be well rested. He's sitting here the rest of the half, and then he's got halftime.
And you can do that when it's 33-23.
Free throw is good.
You up 11. Why not?
When it was a 1-point game, though, that's what I'm saying. It was 13-12.
And they're causing turnovers.
They went on a 21-9 run. And Miller Grove had been in the bonus. Blanche Ely just did not let that fold.
And that speaks to the problem that I think we've been talking about with Miller Grove. There's no guy when you need a bucket to calm it down. I'm looking at Blanche Ely. You can give it to Michael Forrest. You can give it to McCutcheon. You know, there's a couple of guys. Miller Grove, I just don't know.
There's a timeout on the floor with 12 and 7/10 seconds, so they're going to try and draw something up. This timeout brought to you by CHOA, the Children's Healthcare of Atlanta. Children's Healthcare of Atlanta Sports Medicine offers the specialized care to help your superstar playing at the highest level. Find a location nearest you at choa.org/sportsmed. CHOA, the Children's Healthcare of Atlanta. 12 and 7/10 seconds, 34-23. And do we have a technical call? Well, we missed something? Anthony Bird, free throw good. I'm not sure what happened. Anthony Bird is shooting free throws at the line by himself. Free throw, good. So Bird stands up there and shoots the 2 free throws. We're upstairs and was not paying attention to the table during that timeout. It must have been a technical foul call.
Because they're going to get the ball back.
And Coach Chester is still standing, so it had to not have been on the bench. Or was it an intentional call? There's McCutcheon, a 3 to beat the horn. He rattled it right on down the milk crate. Well, what a second quarter for Blanche Ely. And they lead 39-23 at the half on Miller Grove. You're watching the Tournament of Champions on SUV TV.
I just love being a leader.
Because I like to punish people.
I think the big thing is just taking the right shot.
Just to embarrass people.
I'm a beast.
Do my thing whenever I'm putting on someone's neck.
My dogs will be the best in 4 years.
Introducing Children's Healthcare of Atlanta's Sports Motion Analysis, powered by Dartfish, giving parents and young athletes frame-by-frame feedback on how to minimize injury and maximize performance. Upload your videos, visit our clinic, or let our specialists come to you. No matter the sport you play, Children's helps young athletes take their game to the next level.
We welcome you back inside of Wildcat Arena here on the campus of Wheeler High School, Marietta, Georgia. Joel Hilsman, Barry Browner, as we get ready for the second half between Blanche Ely and Miller Grove. Taking a look quickly at some first half stats. Blanche Ely shooting the basketball pretty well, 50%. Conversely, Miller Grove at 24%.
And that's the problem for Miller Grove. Like, they got 8 turnovers. Nobody's in double figures. They're led by right now by Maurice Harvey with 8 points.
Miller Grove in possession. They're all in the white tops, white bottoms. They've got the purple numbers and a little black trim. It is Harvey, Page, Edwards, Anderson, and Jermon Clark, the 5 on the floor. Anderson going to the lane, falling down, and the layup is in and good for Kevin Page. And for Blanche Ely, it is Anthony Bird, Michael Forrest, Brian McCutcheon, Joshua Scott, and Kenny Ishnord. They are all in green tops, green bottoms, orange trim. Jump ball call. Go ahead, Bear.
And that's a way to get started if you're Miller Grove right now. Down 14. See if they can get something going. The first 3 minutes to tell the tale. Looks like they're going to try to trap everything when that ball comes out.
And we saw a little bit of that in the first half. 39-25. Third quarter just now underway. Glad that you're with us. The Tournament of Champions on SUV TV. Zone defense here from the Wolverines of Miller Grove. The Tigers are from Blanche Ely. 8A Florida, 5A Georgia. That's the matchup. A drive, float up, McCutcheon, good.
Boy, that McCutcheon.
He just came on. Galvin, 11 in the contest. He was quiet the other night, no longer quiet now. 41-25, a 16-point lead. Dump down, and Ishnort comes away with it. And here's the drive. Here comes McCutcheon on the break. McCutcheon goes up, layup good. He has turned it on. He has 13 points. They stretch the lead out to 18 points, just quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Miller Grove's got to find some answers. I just don't know where it's going to come from, though.
Here comes Harvey. Harvey spins it to the left side to Anderson. Anderson drives up, flips it up off the window. No, they tip. They fight for it. Page comes away with it, and it's not there. Kenny Ishnord, as I mentioned earlier, coming in, averaging 7 rebounds per game, the team leader. Then coming in at 2.4 blocks per game, and then at 6.4 points. He has just been effective. Joshua Scott, the junior, number 15, coming in at 8.7 points per game and 4.8 rebounds per game.
I'm just looking at the fact that Kenny Ishnord is leading this game total in rebounds right now.
Up and under, good. Jermon Clark, wait, hold on, I missed that. What is it, Ishnord?
Yeah, Ishnord's leading everybody in rebounds.
Yeah, game high, yeah, sure is. And Miller Grove winning the rebounding battle at the half. 2 minutes and some change going by, and we have a foul call. This one on Kevin Page. Joshua Scott will go to the free throw line.
My question, Joe, is if I got them 2 big guys, if I got 22 and 14 on my block, I'm just going to work them. I'm going to work them.
And then open up the inside-out game.
That's it.
Free throw, Joshua Scott, no good.
That frees up a Stargell, Edwards, Anderson to get shots.
Free throw, Scott, good. 44-27, it's pushed back out to a 17-point lead. Maurice Harvey driving and scoring and one.
If it's one person I am impressed with, though, with this Miller Grove team, it is Maurice Harvey.
Harvey only had 8 there in that first half. Now he's got 10, and he's going to the free throw line. And scoring has been the issue for Miller Grove, and it doesn't help when you're 6 of 25 shooting in the first half. And even at the free throw line, you were 11 of 16, and I think you maybe should have gotten more shots than that. Free throw is good as they complete the three-point play, Maurice Harvey. 44-30. Ishnord up and one. It rolled in. It's a scoring one more for Kenny Ishnord.
Nice finish by Ishnord. Can't say much more about that. And that's just, and Joe always like to say, heart, hustle, muscle.
What it is, man. I like him. Good size, good body. in control, good rotation on the free throw, and finishes. 17-point lead remains now. We played 2.5 minutes, 47-30. Blanche Ely with the lead. They're coming up to Georgia and trying to win the Tournament of Champions championship and take it back down there to Pompano Beach. Floater, no good. Tip over the back, I think will be called a loose ball foul. No, it will be, but it'll be on Joshua Scott. Miller Grove with new blood in. Justice King now in. So maybe Coach Rasul Chester now, in his second year, will try and find something off that Miller Grove bench. The program is deep. Almost a steal in the corner. Bird couldn't catch it cleanly. He wanted to rise and fire, but could not do it. Now here's Powell. Powell now spins it over to McCutcheon. McCutcheon now back to Forrest. Forrest with under 5 minutes to go. Forrest goes out. Clark came and showed on him. He had to get back. Ishnor's got him on the block. Help side is coming. Traveling violation. Harvey was sneaking in that back door, though. Maurice Harvey. Blanche Ely bench again going into their defensive channel support. Clark inside, he'll get hit with a traveling violation.
And if they not, and I hate to be critical, but if they not scoring, they turning it over. This Miller Grove squad.
First half had 10 turnovers in the first half, yep. That's a problem, because that puts you on pace for 20. And you know, 13, 14 is the number you want to kind of stay around, if not lower than that. A 5 count, back-to-back turnovers. Maurice Harvey continuing to show that passion, and the Coach Chester trying to pick one up. Listen, they won the ball game yesterday to get here.
Beat John Marshall.
Yeah, a good John Marshall.
Exactly.
But a down John Marshall, too, especially with Isaiah Todd. There's a jumper. It is good by Lorenzo Anderson. And again, it was a game played right there in the 50s. Offensive foul on Miller Grove. Excuse me. Yeah, on Miller Grove.
Nope.
On Blanche Ely. Excuse me. My apologies. Pardon my error. Here's Anderson. Clark, hook, no good. Rebound, save and outlet, and now here comes Josh Scott. Scott now into the forecourt with the right-hand dribble, in and out. Now the help and trap come is not there. Spins it across, and now they'll swing it all the way to McCutcheon, down to Ishnor. There you go. Oh, Clark went up and meet him. Sent away. Whew. Good clean block there by Clark.
Meet me at the rim, don't be late.
If you're late, I'm blocking it. There's a 3-ball. No good. Rebound, Ishnor gets it. Meet me at the rim and don't be late. You know that can go both ways. You will know who's late at the rim. You either get dunked on
you gonna get your shot blocked. Unless you jumping with Emmett Williams. I shouldn't be talking about Emmett Williams. This ain't his game, but I done told everybody I know about Emmett Williams.
Oh, Anthony Bird going to the free throw line.
My mama and told her about him.
Oh, man. I didn't even think about that had I did that. Then I'd have had to explain who he was and how he's able to do it.
I said, Mama, go watch SUV TV about, might have been about the second, third quarter. Just watch.
2:57 to go. A full timeout. We'll take it with them right here. You're watching the Tournament of Champions on SUV TV.
Just love being a leader.
Because I like to punish people.
I think the big thing is just taking the right shot.
Just to embarrass people.
I'm a beast.
Do my thing whenever I'm putting on someone's neck.
My dogs will be the best in 4 years.
Introducing Children's Healthcare of Atlanta's Sports Motion Analysis, powered by Dartfish, giving parents and young athletes frame-by-frame feedback on how to minimize injury and maximize performance. Upload your videos, visit our clinic, or let our specialists come to you. no matter the sport you play. Children's helps young athletes take their game to the next level.
Welcome back inside of Wheeler Arena, Wheeler Wildcat Arena, campus of Wheeler University. He's Barry Browner. I'm Joel Hilsman. At the free throw line there was Anthony Bird for Blanche Ely. The free throw is good. Bird now with 5 points in the contest. They've stretched the lead out 48-32, 16 points. Shooting for 17, which is where they've kept it most of the day since they've got it there. Both free throws are good, and Bird having a solid day at the free throw line. He's 4 of 4. Under 3 minutes, 2:55 to go, third quarter. Thank you for joining us wherever you are, on your phone, your mobile device, your tablet, your laptop, your desktop, or on your TV. It is the SUVTV.com's coverage of the Tournament of Champions. Edwards is going to go, floated up, counted, and a foul. Terrence Edwards, who had him a big day yesterday off the bench, that's his first field goal in this contest. He has 3 points. He's going back to the free throw line, where he's 1 of 2 on the day.
Good finish by Anthony Edwards.
Michael Forrest has to get bandaged up right there, so that's why he's not in the contest. The three-point play is good for Terrence Edwards. So let's see if that gets him going. It's 49-35. There is time, Miller Grove. They've got to get stops, and they've got to be able to make some easy baskets. There's a drive. Eli all the way. Woo! Ishnor. I like his body, man. He's got good size, long legs. He hit him a couple biscuits, bro. He's going to be tough, I'm telling you.
Get some of Granny's grits.
Put it on the floor. Stop. There's a float. Up, no good. Ishnor got the rebound. Underneath, it's an offensive board. They spin it back to the top. A three. McCutcheon, no. Rebound. They tip, fight for it again. And here comes Justice King. King up ahead to Anderson. Anderson goes between the legs. Dumps it off to Clark. Clark now peels it back. Stops. Wanted to put a jumper up. There's Edwards. He goes and drives mid-post and scores. So it looks like the aggression coming back now, Barry.
Hey, that's a good decision by Edwards not to shoot the jumper. Just go and hit that little bitty jumper.
12-point ball game. A steal from Edwards. Edwards trying to change the momentum of the game. Throw it up for an alley for Harvey. It wasn't there. Harvey across the lane, got it knocked away. And here they come out, Francois with it. Brandon Francois in transition. Here come the Tigers of Blanche Ely. They reach in there and try to get the steal as Anderson is not there. Scott has it, and Anderson did reach in there and steal it. There's going to be a foul call, I think. Yeah, foul called on Josh Scott.
That's good defense, though.
Anderson never gave up. I love the activity. I'm just paying attention to Coach Melvin Randall's staff and how active they are. And I like to call these those free throw line timeouts, but when you're the non-shooting team, you have to keep 2 on. So he got all his guards and brought them in, and the staff got there involved with them as well. They came up here to win. Blanche Ely, pretty good ball club. I like what I've seen from them so far.
I do. I like them as well, too. Like I said, I keep talking about Forrest. But also, Kenny Ishnor has really, really impressed me.
Senior.
And McCutcheons, though.
Today, yes, he has came on today, seriously.
He's about to get a 5. He almost got a 5-second call.
Both free throws are good. Josh Scott picks it up, gives it off to Francois. Francois now on a drive. His Bird lost it, and good hustle there by Zaire Green. Scrum on the floor. Anderson gets it. Long outlet pass to Edwards. Edwards walked with the basketball. Packed his luggage and went on down to Hartsfield to catch a flight because he was traveling.
Or pumping them.
Either or. Francois, a starter, has not gotten much burn here in this contest. He comes out and takes a seat. Michael Forrest back in. He's bandaged up now on that forehead. That'll be a story to tell about later on tonight. On the bus ride back to the hotel. At the top, Scott drives. He got smacked and a foul. Hit on the hand. Josh Scott going to the free throw line. Josh Scott coming in at 8.8 points per game and 7.3 rebounds per game.
One thing that Josh Scott is doing, though, he's catching that ball at the free throw line and attacking.
Okay.
Left or right, it doesn't matter which way he's going. And like I said, he's either making the shot or drawing the foul. As you can see, he's at the line for point number 9.
And he is 4 of 5 at the line today. So shooting it silently from the free throw line. Scott, one more. It's good. 51-39. 45 seconds, the final 40 seconds now of this third quarter. Edwards one way and the other with the cross, got to the foul line, pump fake, dish on the back door, layup, good. Seeking and finding Zaire Green with the hoop off of the fine from Terrence Edwards.
Mill Grove with they were trying to go with somewhat of a press to stop it.
Zaire Green now picks up Bird. Bird drives right by him. Bird all the way to the hoop with a layup. Good, that's too easy. Just went gallivanting down the lane. Spin, Clark up, no, and he was fouled, smacked on the wrist. 41, Miller Grove at the free throw line. 53, Blanche Ely. And 3 and 8 seconds left. Semifinal number 3. The winner of this contest gets Pebblebrook. And head coach George Washington sitting a couple of rows back, going ahead doing his live observation now as his Pebblebrook Falcons are flying high. They are class 7A in Georgia. And it looks like, even though we have 8 minutes and 3 seconds left, it looks like Blanche Ely is flexing the muscle. Now listen, they came in here and they put wood on Landers Nolly's squad and Langston Hughes. And see, Nolly went for 35 today.
I saw that.
That's another dead off.
Can't tug on Superman cape, right?
That's what they say. Long lead pass,
Oh,
caught,
good
beautiful play. McCutcheon, they will beat the horn with that right there. We go to the fourth. Blanche Ely with a controlling lead of 55-41. You're watching the Tournament of Champions on SUV TV. Miller Grove will be inbounding to start the fourth quarter, trailing 55-41. Glad that you're with us, the Tournament of Champions on SUV TV. I'm Joel Hilsman. Barry Browner is joining me. We're on the perch up in the overlook section at Wildcat Arena. Miller Grove in the white, they're in possession with the purple numbers. Blanche Ely, they are in green with the orange numbers. And a drive by Lorenzo Anderson to get this fourth quarter started.
And that's what Miller Grove's got to do. They've got to look to attack right now. Try to see if they can get a couple of stops, too, in the process.
Forrest gets it up ahead to Rayner. Rayner gets ahead to McCutcheon. McCutcheon has stepped up and had him a fine day today. 55-43. It is Scott, Forrest, Rayner, Bird, and McCutcheon, the 5 on the floor for Blanche Ely. They are in the green with the orange numbers. And another one, Ishnor now comes back from the doctor. So they've had 2 players go to the doctor and get patched up on the face. Free throw front end on the 1-and-1, no good for Terrence Edwards. Miller Grove again shooting free throws the remainder of the game and just cannot make them.
If they want to have a chance to win with 6:55 and counting,
They're going to have to make free throws. That, if anything, is in the game of 5 count. Maurice Harvey turned up the defensive pressure. Here's Stargell. The guard, Stargell, across the timeline. Just over a minute gone by here in this 4th and final frame. Spins it over to Anderson. Anderson across the lane. Anderson going to float it up. Good.
Nice
Lorenzo Anderson, first 2 field goals. 55-45. A minute and a half gone by now. And there it is, a 10-point ball game. They're showing pressure. Forrest gets it up ahead to Scott. Scott to Rayner. Rayner shot up, no, followed by Joshua Scott, who has played himself a big-time basketball game. He has 13 points in the contest.
That's a big play by Scott.
Stargell to Clark. Clark up, no. Rayner gets the rebound. Miller Grove, oh, Clark knocked it away. Miller Grove act like they have a little sense of urgency in them right now, but I think they should have been playing that way from the offset.
No doubt. They should have came out at least in the 3rd quarter and played like that. But also, too, man, we can't let them off the hook with these free throws, though. I mean, they shooting themselves in the foot at the free throw line. And
they got outscored in the 2nd quarter, 26-13, when they were shooting free throws from the 7-minute mark on in the 2nd quarter. They're shooting that now in the 4th quarter. They're shooting free throws on every single foul. Bird, catch, fire, a 3, badly missed. Rebound to Terrence Edwards. Edwards to Harvey. Harvey gets it up ahead to Stargell. Stargell 1 dribble, lays it off to Clark. Clark layup good on the break. Will that get them going?
Good finish by Jamon Clark.
And Miller Grove calls a timeout. They're going to take it after a make. It's back down to 10 points. 5:30 to go. This break right here. The SUVTV.com's coverage of the Tournament of Champions.
Just love being a leader.
Because I like to punish people.
I think the big thing is just taking the right shot.
Just to embarrass people.
I'm a beast.
Do my thing whenever I'm putting on someone's neck.
My dogs will be the best in 4 years.
Joe Hilsman, Barry Browner back inside. It's a 10-point ball game, 57-47. A steal, and Lorenzo Anderson a quick layup, and all of a sudden, look out, it's an 8-point ball game.
57-49, looks like, and it looks like Blanche Ely is having trouble handling this press.
It is, and a foul has been called, and I think that is going to put them over the limit. So now both teams will be shooting free throws the rest of the way, 17 fouls apiece. So both teams now in the 1-and-1 with 5:13 to go. Free throw shooting will be very vital as we come down the stretch. At the line, Calvin McCutcheon. McCutcheon makes the first one, 5'10", and a senior. McCutcheon coming in, a co-assist leader with Brandon Fussois, both of them at 2.4 assists per game. Free throw, rolled off. He split them. McCutcheon has had him a solid night. He had 16. Lead is 11, 58-49. Inside out, no. Clark up, he was fouled. It'll be 2 shots with 4:57 to go.
And they got to make free throws here, 58-49, 4:57. They'll be pretty much shooting free throws for the rest of the game. Just got to make them, though.
Clark free throw is no good. Second one is good. (58-50), 8-point ball game and a turnover. Edwards with the steal. Edwards down a drive, up, shot, no. Offensive foul, no basket.
Big
Terrence Edwards, bang, bang call. A timeout has been called now by Blanche Ely. Let's see, it will be a full timeout. This full timeout brought to you by CBA Sports. Looking to get new basketball, tennis, or multi-purpose court? CBA Sports can help as your sports construction specialist for both commercial and residential projects. Visit cbasports.com and contact us to discuss your next indoor or outdoor project. Also brought to you by Stat Road. Stat Road, view youth sports highlights whenever, wherever. Visit statrow.com to see some of the best high school hoops highlights. 58-50, 4:48 to go. Miller Grove down 8. What would you do in this situation to try and put out a victory, Larry?
I'll keep up with this press that they got going. And like I said, you're at the point now where you're going to the free throw line every time. I'm going to the basket. I'm not shooting jumpers, and I'm going to try to pump it in. I got 2 big fellas I can pump it in to. Give it to them and let them work out.
Inbound now as Blanche Ely in the green is trapped by Miller Grove. Are they going to get it across in time? Close to a 10. That almost was a 10-second. Very close. Coach Rasul Chester really wanted it. Now there's a drive on the left side of that wing. Passing lane almost shot. Here comes McCutcheon. McCutcheon over to Forrest. Forrest wanted to shoot it. Could not field it cleanly on the pickup. Now he goes up. McCutcheon fake. Walked up out the gym. A traveling violation.
And it's that Miller Grove, that swarming defense. Now they're starting to swarm a little bit more.
Here's Stargell. Stargell going to walk across the timeline with the right-hand dribble. Miller Grove with an opportunity to get it below 8. They were trailing by 19 and 20 at one point. Harvey driving, Harvey scoring. Maurice Harvey has it down to 6 points.
That's a big bucket by Harvey.
4 minutes, half a quarter to go. It's a brand new ball game in essence. Oh, and Harvey came in reaching. They've got free throws now with 3:54 to go. Tough move by Maurice Harvey.
It's a good move. I don't know if we're going to see that on replay. We got it on replay. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's
a nice move, though.
Stat Road, SUV TV, instant replay.
Stat Road is the only way to go.
Ishnard has not came back in the game after getting the bridge of his nose put together. Joshua Scott free throw, 1-1 is good. Joshua Scott putting together himself a fabulous basketball game. 14 points in the contest so far for Scott. And at the half, he had 4 rebounds. Free throw, good. He stood up there and just knocked those free throws in like champs. Lead pushed back out to 8, 60-52. 3:45 to go.
Middle Grove doesn't need no jump shots. They need to go to the basket.
Continue to go to the basket. You've got Clark in the game. I would work him. Powell almost stolen. Edwards spins it over. Here's Zaire Green getting crunch time minutes. Here's Stargell. Stargell being worked on by Forrest. He has the count. Stargell stops. There's your jumper. Long rebound. Stargell fortunately got it back from Miller Grove. Kicks it to the corner and a turnover. Blanche Ely, man, all over the place. Blanche Ely, the Tigers, man, it's a very good basketball team.
They are, and I'm continuously impressed with them, but also frustrated with Miller Grove because why shoot a jump shot right there? You've been going to the basket, getting layups and buckets, and/or fouls.
There's a drive, kicks it to the corner. Forrest, a three ball. He rattled it on home. Michael Forrest, his first field goal here in the second half, he has 16 points.
Joe, if you don't score, and Middle Grove turns it over, if you don't score, Blanche Ely gonna make you pay.
Francois sends it over. They were right there. It got it down to 6. It's a 5-0 spurt since then. Pushed the lead, boom, right back to 11. And a foul by Stargell and sending them to the free throw line, and now they will be shooting 2 shots the rest of the way. Free throw, back iron, no good for Forrest. Second free throw is good for Michael Forrest. Under 3 minutes to go, 2:50, 64-52. Left-hand dribble goes between the legs, and now here's Harvey. Harvey going to try to get going downhill, but McCutcheon came out and switched. He picked up the dribble. He gives it to Clark, who's at the high post. Now he gives it to Anderson. Anderson down the lane, a layup. It rolled home. Lorenzo Anderson. Anderson now with 8 points here, and another timeout called after the make. 2:31, 64-54. Blanche Ely with the lead. It is a 30-second timeout.
Middle Grove's got it. Like I said, what it's going to come down to is stops and buckets, and they've got to get a stop. They can't keep trading baskets at the 2:31 mark, down 10 right now.
(64-54), and now Blanche Ely will be inbounding it with 2:31 to go. Into Forrest. Forrest holds, he's trapped there, spins it across to McCutcheon. McCutcheon, a long pass up ahead to Josh Scott. Scott catches it. He's out there with Rayner, McCutcheon, Forrest, and Francois, Brandon Francois. The 5 on the floor for Blanche Ely. They are in the green. There's a jumper. Hill of the rim, no good. Forrest in there tipping and fighting among the trees. Harvey comes away with it. He has Anderson, Clark, Edwards, and Boyd on the floor with him. Tariq Boyd now into the contest. Under 2 minutes. Oh, man, ball went up Josh Scott's back. Turnover. Here comes Ishnord now to the scorer's table. Well, it looks like if something drastic does not happen, it will be Pebblebrook and Blanche Ely. Foul given by Boyd.
Quick score shout out. Warner Robins beat Aquinas 70-62.
Okay, all right. Nelson Phillips did not play last night. Any information on if he played tonight?
Played tonight, had 22 and 10.
There you have it. Free throws were good. A turnover for Miller Grove, 65-54. So Blanche Ely getting ready to improve to 10-4, and they're going to play in the championship round tomorrow. That game will be right here on SUV TV. George Washington and his Pebblebrook squad will be awaiting them. The team here was here. They left a little while ago. George remained back. Oh, he could do some scouting. Edwards now giving the foul, so the foul's now beginning to rack up against Miller Grove. And Michael Forrest going to the free throw line. You know what that is, right? Y'all trying to figure out what that is?
Is that Oak Ridge?
That's Oak Ridge, man. They getting ready. They are next in the nightcap. Split the free throws. Ishnort fighting for it underneath. It goes out of bounds. And Jamon Clark will be inbounding it for Miller Grove in the final 70 seconds. Miller Grove will also play tomorrow. They just will be playing on the consolation portion of the Tournament of Champions. Ball tipped away and a foul given, and that's going to be on Jamon Clark with 1:02 to go. Calvin Hutchins, free throw is good. Hutchins has had himself a pretty good night, wouldn't you say?
Think so.
Played.
Way to bounce back, young fella.
Yeah. Second free throw is good. Anderson will check back in. Going to try to operate quickly. It was 58-52. Since then, a 10-2 run here to close out the contest. 1 minute to go, fourth quarter. Three ball, Zaire Green, it is no good. Rebound, Ishnor, and Harvey gives the foul. Ishnord at the free throw line. Ishnord, 1 of 1 and now 1 of 2 as he misses. He has 5 points in the contest. Second free throw touched all parts of the rim, but it went in for Kenny Ishnord. 69-54, an 11-2 run since Miller Grove and Maurice Harvey's floater cut it to 6.
Free throws also played a part.
Harvey's shot no good. Final 45 seconds. Harvey gonna go up. He tried to dunk it, man. Harvey's still out here playing his tail off, and that's what you want to see, fighting to the very end. And Blanche Ely bench. Also Crunk. There's Oak Ridge down here below us getting ready. Marcus Taylor, who was throwing alley-oops all over this gym last night.
That Pebblebrook Blanche Ely game tomorrow gonna be something else.
I would have to agree with you, my brother. Michael Forrest back up to the free throw line. It is good. Forrest makes both free throws. 71-54. It was 58-52. And we were in a pretty good game. It was down to 6, and Miller Grove could not get any closer. There's a turnover, 71-54. Well, Oak Ridge and Wheeler coming up next. And that is going to be a fun ball game. Steele, Edwards, up, no. 2 shots coming up as we will continue the free throw parade.
Oak Ridge, what? They got some popcorn or something? It's gonna be good. It's gonna be real good.
Going to be very, very good, and I know the Florida people are getting ready for it. We are getting ready for it as well. Jalen Stuckey checks back in. Edwards missed the first free throw. He'll get one more. Edwards not the pop today as we saw yesterday off that bench. Free throw, good. He did come away with a victory though. Dunked it home, Ishnor. Finishing touches.
Nice finish by
Edwards pops in a 3. Window dressing going on, and the final horn will sound, and it will be a 73-58 victory for Blanche Ely. A very, very impressive 15-5 run to close it once Miller Grove got to within 6. All right, that's going to do it for this contest. Our 4th and final semifinal is coming up next. It'll be Oak Ridge and Wheeler, the Tournament of Champions on SUV TV.